Hello and welcome to the third episode of the 12th season of The Current. I'm your host, Jessica Castillo, and today we are joined by Flair the Magazine, Michael Ponce and Sarah Burns. Today's episode of The Current starts right now. Hi, I'm here with Flair the Magazine. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hello, I'm Michael Ponce. I'm the co-editor-in-chief of Flair the Magazine.
And I'm Sarah Burns, and I'm the director of writing for Flair.
So thank you guys for being here. We really appreciate it. So for starters, what is Flair Magazine and how did you guys get involved?
Well, Flair the Magazine is the fashion and culture magazine of UNCW, and I first got involved in issue 9 Nostalgia. That was spring of 2024, so it's been 2 years now, but started as a model with my twin and we slowly worked our way up. So yeah, now I'm the editor-in-chief with him, and it's our dream came to life.
Yeah, I found Flair at the exact same time as Michael. I'm actually a grad student, so I was in my first year of the grad program for creative writing, and I had really wanted to take advantage of like diverse writing opportunities so I could have a robust portfolio when graduation rolled around. And so I went to all the meetings, pitched articles, and was able to write, and then from there got a position on the board as an editor, and then this past year became director of writing.
Okay, great. Is there anything that Flair Magazine has offered to you guys that stands out from like any other like magazine or organization here in Wilmington?
Well, I definitely will say when I first joined the club, it was my first club that I had ever joined in my life, never had the opportunity even through like K through 12. So for me, it was a very new experience. It was very intimidating, but when I walked into the room, I felt welcomed. I felt like it was my first place on campus that I could just like exist and feel safe doing that. And I remember walking into the room being like, one day I want to be the leader of this club.
Yeah.
Like one day I can do this for other people who feel the same way like me.
Yeah, and they're really excellent editors-in-chief. They both are super passionate and like really take care of everything. I feel like Flair offers a really special place of creativity where it's a bunch of different creative minds all coming together to work on across various products and various different modes of creativity. So it's like you've got writing, you've got marketing, you've got fundraising, you've got photo shoots, which requires so many different talents. It's like you've creative directors, models, assistants, stylists, everything. And so it's like whatever you're looking to get involved in a creative realm, there's a space for you. And they're the most genuine, kind leaders. And so that's like really nice, and they really care about all of our members and developing them professionally and helping them figure out what their beat is going to be and get them, you know, working in that way. And so it's just a really lovely place where people can come together and share stuff that wouldn't usually exist in a strictly business club or a strictly like sports club. It's a really fun artistic space.
Yeah, it looks like no matter what your background is, you're going to be invited, and that seems great. That's always like such a good part.
Yeah.
Is there any like name brands that you guys are really like into right now, like fashion-wise?
Well, honestly, in my humblest of opinions, as a child, I used to go into the mall all the time with my family. That was our way of having fun. And I remember walking through the mall and always seeing like Paxson, and I was like, wow, like I wish I could wear the beach clothes and like buy the stuff there. But my parents were like, no, you're like 5 years old. So like that kind of motivated my decision going to the beach as an adult going to college here. And that brand in particular, I ended up working with them my sophomore year. They like flew me to California, and I did their holiday campaign. And since then, I've just always been a fan, just because like they gave me an opportunity I never saw coming. Like especially being from a small town in North Carolina with a background of being like a first generation American citizen, it was like very endearing to me. So my hope and plans is to still support them, and even if it's like buying a little bracelet that I'm wearing like right now, I still will do it because I'm like, it's cute and they've made my dream come to life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like Reformation. I think like, I don't know, a lot of stuff that I have is from there or like thrifted. So I don't know if I'm super into like the name brand unless besides that, because I like their model with, you know, recycling and bringing second life to clothes and trying to cut down on that fast fashion industry, which is like everywhere. And that feels important to me, especially as the climate gets worse and worse, and you know, Earth dies a little bit.
No, yeah, thrifting is definitely a great way to get involved, even at like a low cost.
Yeah, and
definitely.
it's like you can have so much fun and get really creative, and it's like a whole little project going out and thrifting and
Yeah,
you know,
just
still
like
activity.
$5.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like, can you put together an outfit for under 30? Like, or just make some sort of challenge or
Yeah.
something like that.
And for working for Flair magazine, does it like ever like intertwine with your school life, or is there ever like, or you guys have like a good balance, you would say?
I honestly, like as a business student, sometimes it's kind of hard to like intertwine the both, but I've found that a lot of the skills I learned within the organization, like design, editing videos, learning how to talk in front of a room, paid off in like my business projects where I had to speak in front of like CEOs and like important project. I did a Corona project last semester and I ended up moving to the next round, and I'm like, well, I learned these skills through Flair, and I
Yeah.
never thought that it would pay off in my studies as a business student. But I definitely think that I've been able to choose the things that work and implement them in my life, and I think that's important. That's what college is about. So.
Yeah, for me, Flair was kind of strategic. I knew that I was going to get a lot of experience writing creatively and doing a lot of literary fiction and literary nonfiction, but I wanted to be able to have writing that was more editorial and less focused on, you know, like telling my story and more like what's going on in the world. And so I really wanted the experience too with editing, because I'm also getting the publishing certificate, and so a part of that certificate is taking an editorial process course. And while I am a graduate student, a lot of the people who support me on the board in the writing department are like creative writers or majors or minors. And so there's a lot of overlap with that. And for me, it just felt like the next right step, because I wanted to build my experience hands-on editing so that when I apply for jobs like that or try to get internships in an editorial field, I already have that experience, you know, because it's like everybody who's applying for the jobs has degrees, so it's like you kind of have to figure out ways to make yourself stand out, and going above and beyond really helps. And to me, it doesn't feel like it detracts from anything in my life. Like, it's an addition that I'm passionate about and always have fun doing, and it's really great to see a writer and help them, you know, bring their idea to life and, you know, shape it and polish it so that it really comes across nicely in the magazine, and then get to design the layout for the article. Like, it's just, there's so much fun,
Yeah.
different little creative things that you can do in it.
Yeah, especially since you're a senior in your undergrad, it's probably great to see like the new people coming in
Yeah.
and then having to be like, oh, that used to be me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And lastly, would you say that for anyone watching who is interested in joining Flair, would you say that, like, what would be the steps? Like coming to a meeting, DMing you guys, like?
Well, honestly, I feel like the best thing to do is follow the Instagram, Flair the magazine, and we post updates there. But the best way to get involved is show up. That's all we ask. Like, it really means a lot when we see members showing up to every meeting. We see them like applying themselves, being passionate about their work, because the environment, although it's very fun, we try to make the environment as close to a professional real life set that we can. That means treating models like talent and having water and snacks for our people, and also like putting the time in to make sure that our products are looking great, just because we produce a nice editorial magazine at the end of the semester. So just showing up and like being happy to be there and applying your skills, asking to get involved, showing up to photo shoots, like even if you're doing hair, makeup, styling, like those things still mean a lot. And even then with the writing staff, like people showing up to write articles, we have a blog, so even if we aren't printing articles, if you want to get involved and want to put something out there, we have a platform for you,
Yeah.
you know? And that's very important.
Yeah, definitely. Following the Instagram, we're really good about telling everybody where the meetings are and stuff, but if it's the beginning of the semester and you want to get involved, for me, I just sent Flair a DM and I was
Yeah.
like, where do you guys meet?
Yeah.
And then they told me, and I was nervous, but I showed up anyways, and that made all the difference. So yeah, just being there. It's because what ends up happening is it's like a core group ends up developing of the people who show up consistently. And that's what you're looking for in a team, you know, is like people who are gonna not only just be there when it's fun, but also be there when the work gets going. And so yeah, showing up, being an active participant and treating people with respect, and, you know, being a good little person.
I mean, honestly, our senior staff is all graduating.
Yeah.
So our whole board will be leaving. This leaves an opportunity for a bunch of new people to step up. And it's so cool to see a new editor take over and have a new editorial staff and produce a new issue on their lens. Like, that's what warms my heart. That makes me feel accomplished. Like, I did my job successfully.
Yeah, it's gonna be great for you guys to see like how it evolves.
Yeah.
Once you guys like are graduated and like years go on by. Okay, well, thank you guys for coming.
Yeah.
Thank
We're
you.
going to be doing a fun activity, so stick around.
Hello, that was an insightful interview. Stay tuned for our upcoming issue of Flair the magazine. Now it's time for some fun fashion trivia, and let's see what's up their sleeves.
Hi, welcome back, and we're here with Flair the magazine, and today we're going to be playing Guess the Century of Fashion. This is the first one.
So I can't give a number, but that's giving Victorian.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah, like,
Victorian too. What is that? 1800s?
I think so, yeah, for sure. 1800s?
I don't
Let's
know.
see.
17?
Let's see.
This is like also history.
Okay.
It's not Victorian, but it's Regency.
Okay, period.
All right, let's go to the next one.
This is giving Rococo, right?
It's giving Bridgerton.
Yeah.
So what is that?
That's like French, what, like 16th, 17th?
Okay.
I think that
One
goes
of the
back,
two,
yeah.
Okay.
Yo!
Okay, you're a lot better
Even
at
the
this.
Rococo.
Yeah.
That's Victorian because of the collars
Yeah.
What is?
and the pants.
Do we think? What year do we think the Victorian era was?
What, like 15? 16? Maybe? Yo! Baroque, it's not even Victorian. Dude, I'm like,
Okay, you're killing it. This is why he's editor in chief.
telling you.
Okay.
That's 20 silhouette. That's like sleek.
Yeah.
But it's not short dresses, so that's.
Maybe 1910. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe like 19.
Like earlier than the 20s. 1900s.
Yeah, 19,
okay.
yeah.
Close.
Okay, so now we're going to guess the decade of fashion.
Okay.
That's 70s. That's 60s or 70s. One of the two. Yeah.
There you go.
Ooh, 50s. Oh my
Killing it.
gosh.
So this is definitely not a challenge.
Okay.
That's 60s. That's the hippie, like different, not
Mhm.
disco. Yeah. Yeah. That's 20s. Yeah, see the shorter silhouettes, more
Yeah.
boy cuts. Yeah.
There you go.
I don't even need to say anything.
Ooh, this looks more like either it's virtual, so maybe like future or like 2000s fashion, just because 2000s fashion is maybe one of the two. Not sure. 2020s. Yeah.
2020s.
This
Okay.
is virtual fashion. So
Comfort and revival.
yeah, that makes sense. 40s? Yeah. Yeah.
Gobsmacked.
That's
That's too-
90s.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, that's 80s because of the color
Yeah.
and aerobic wear. Yeah.
Bold individuality.
That's
2000?
2000s, yeah, because of the like hip hop silhouettes. Y2K almost. Yeah.
Fast fashion. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Is this also 1940s?
It does look kind of similar.
1930s maybe? Damn. Yeah.
That's like 10 for 10.
Okay, I think that was our last one. Well, you guys did great.
Thank
No,
you.
that was
actually
all
really
you.
impressed.
Go, Michael.
I'm telling you, I can do it.
You know a thing or two.
I
Yeah.
do. I may not show it all the time, but I promise I do.
Yes.
Oh
Well,
my
thank you guys
gosh.
for playing and thank you guys for coming. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Of
Yes,
course,
thanks for having
of course.
us.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
That's all for today's episode. Tune in next week.